Hello Aries, welcome to your February 2014 Runescope. My name is Amanda. I have my statue of Aphrodite this month here to help us out as it is the month of Love with Valentine's Day on February 14th. Also, as always, just want to remind you to take a look at the video for your rising sign as well. That can give you some more information on some other areas and themes that you'll be dealing with in February. You can also check out the forecast I did for all of Aries for 2014, and that can give you an idea of what you'll be going through during the year of 2014, and themes and things that will be coming up for you throughout the year. If you haven't had a chance to watch that yet, just click Runescopes under the video here and go to my channel's main page, and you can find the Aries 2014 video there. Of course, the best way and really the only way to get an accurate reading for yourself specifically is to schedule a consultation. I do those on Skype, and it's $65 for a half-hour session. Just drop me a line under the video if you want to drop me a line at the email address, sorry, below this video if you want to set something up. Normally about 2 to 3 week wait right now, so the sooner you contact me, the sooner I can get you set up for that. But let's dive right into February, Aries, and see what you're going to be dealing with in the month of February. A lot of you are going to be dealing with a situation, or at least focusing on a situation in February where you may have tried to progress something too fast, or you may have tried to push something forward that was not ready to be pushed forward. You may, and in doing that, you may feel like you caused a break or caused something negative to happen. I don't think this is the case, but that may just be the feeling that you have. Or maybe somebody did this to you. Maybe they were pushing you to move on something that you were not ready to move on, and that in turn has caused you to be upset with this person. You know, this can also indicate domestic friction around those close to you, in your family, with members of extended family, or I feel like for a lot of you this is within your immediate family. Some of you may be dealing with some struggles with siblings, or just maybe there was an argument over the holidays. There's still kind of maybe some fallout going on for some of you over the disruption that may have happened over the holidays. And it looks like, though, that if you talk to your mother or a mother figure, so this could be, you know, any older female, whoever you go to for advice in your family, or who you normally talk to about things going on within the family, you'll be able to kind of get a perspective and clear this up. For those of you that this was not a family situation, but another situation that maybe you feel you pushed ahead too quickly and damaged the outcome, I think you're going to get the chance to start over in some way. And you may be contemplating this in February. Of course, with Mercury retrograde in February, it's not a good time to initiate a reconciliation or push anyone, because you know, ruptures are more likely than reconciliations in a Mercury retrograde. So, you know, wires get crossed and things come across not in the way we intended. So I think February, it looks like you are going to be contemplating, for the most part, Aries, how you're going to be handling this situation, whether it was a family situation or not, and just how you want to proceed with this in the future. And I think you're gonna just be considering different scenarios of how to move forward with this. And I think it's best that you do that in February. Take that time to kind of go over what's happened in the past, where you want things to go from here. The situation is going to require patience on your part, though, Aries, and that can be an area where you have a lot of problems sometimes. All fire signs do, because you want to push ahead with things. But in this case, you have to consider other people's feelings, and I feel like they're not on the same page with you as far as where they want to go with this situation, or where they're ready to go with this situation. So if this is a situation that you want to move ahead with, just remember patience is going to be required on your part. No amount, and any amount of pushing is only going to either push this person away, or push the situation out of your reach, or damage the outcome. So don't be over eager to move ahead. Some things in life worth having, we have to wait for a long time. Some people wait their whole lives and they never have certain things that they thought they were sure going to have. Because maybe they weren't meant for those things, or maybe that person wasn't meant for them, or maybe those situations, that job, that career wasn't what they came here to do. There comes a point where you have to give up and just kind of let things take their course, Aries. And I think February is where you're going to... Sorry about that break there, Aries. The memory card was full. So I'm going to have to piece this together. But anyway, I think February is the month that you're going to decide, you know, can I be patient enough to wait on this, whatever this is? Can I put up with this delay? For some of you, this may have to do with a court case. It could be that you are given the opportunity in February to settle out of court, and you kind of have to decide whether you're going to continue to fight a battle on the legal front, or if you're going to take a settlement offer. With Mercury retrograde, I recommend not signing anything. It's always it's never a good idea to sign things in when Mercury's in retrograde. However, if this is a case that did not start in a Mercury retrograde, it's been going on for a long time. That's a different story. You know, if the settlement was offered to you before and this is much better, of course, you know, take it. It's just you kind of have to gauge things like that in Mercury retrograde. But still better probably to not sign on the dotted line until March if you can put that off. The help you're going to receive, Aries, in February, you're just going to feel, you may feel that you don't have all the information in a situation, and I think you're right that you probably don't. For some of you, this will be a romantic situation. For others, it could be going back to this family issue that may have come up over the holidays. You may feel like you don't have all the information you need to make an accurate decision or an informed decision in some way. And I think your intuition is absolutely correct about this. So definitely trust that feeling that you get. It's like, you know, something's off about this. You're going to get a very strong feeling about something or someone. And you know, for some of you, this strong feeling may be saying, hey, you know what, it's time for me to move on. This is proving detrimental to my health. This situation is, I need to just settle this court case. I need to just, you know, move away from this drama in my family and do my own thing. I need to move away from this person that's just causing turmoil for me. That's what you're going to be, you're going to get some sort of strong sense of direction in February, Aries. Regarding a situation left over from last year, this is not anything new. This is a continuing variation on a theme, as it were, from last year. So you're going to get a strong feeling of what you need to do. And for a lot of you, it's going to be to leave this situation behind, leave it in the dust. You know, or at least put it out of your mind for a while so you can focus on other things. Because no amount of pushing, as we discussed earlier, is going to move this forward any more quickly. In fact, it could just damage things. So the advice for February is to back away from any situation if you haven't been able to affect an outcome until, you know, up to this point. You're still, it's just frustrating you. Take a step back and maybe move away from it. Focus on other things for a while. What has to be accepted about February is that things are not as bad as they seem, Aries. You know, so maybe you've kind of built whichever situation pertains to you. Maybe you've kind of built this up to be bigger than it's supposed to be. Maybe you've given someone more power than they deserve over your emotional state, over your, you know, the way that you are feeling. Don't give away your power, Aries. You know, especially to someone who's not ready to receive it, doesn't deserve it. You know, you need your power and your energy to do other things. So, yeah, whatever power, whatever is making you feel powerless. If there's a situation that you feel is immovable, you just keep kind of banging up against a brick wall. Realize that a lot of this is an illusion, or that you've put yourself in this position and it doesn't have to be that way. I think February is going to be a time when you sort of wake up to that. For those of you who are single, it looks like you may have a choice, a lot of you, between two people, especially you ladies. I got two men coming up. who may be vying for your affection, as it were. There's one who's not so great, though. There's one who's kind of flaky. He just kind of flakes out. He doesn't take the initiative. He doesn't show up where he's supposed to be. But there's another who is very present, very masculine, goes after what he wants, including you. And I see you having a very spicy, happy Valentine's Day, Aries. If you're trying to decide between two people, ladies, one's going to come to the forefront. You know, and I feel like, again, this is a situation that may, you know, these people may have been on the periphery of your life for a little while, but it's going to come forward in February in a big way. So if you're thinking about asking somebody out, Aries, you guys, if you're thinking about asking somebody out for dinner or to do something for Valentine's Day, definitely take the initiative and do that. If you don't, you may regret not doing that because it looks like somebody else will. Aries ladies are going to be very much in demand, though, and you guys, if you take the initiative, I think that you will get what you want out of the situation, and I think you'll have a good time on Valentine's Day. For those of you coupled, also, I think there will be, you may be surprised. There may be, somebody may have a surprise plan for you for Valentine's Day. That will be really just awesome, and it will be completely unexpected. In fact, some of you may be not in the best of moods on Valentine's Day, and then, you know, your partner surprises you, and, you know, it kind of turns the day around for you, which is awesome. For those of you who, you know, don't have any romantic prospects, I see you getting together with your friends. You may go out and see a slasher flick or something. I see you doing something kind of against love. It's like, you know, kind of a, let's go out and have fun and go see a horror movie or something very anti-Valentine's Day, very anti-romantic. So yeah, I mean, even if you're not coupled up or interested in somebody, I see Aries really having fun going out. Don't drive after drinking, though. I know I've got to be the mom, but and just kind of beware of whatever you hear if you do go out, because it seems like there'll be a lot of gossip going on if you go out with friends, and you may not have all of the information that you need regarding a certain situation. You may hear something that you're taken aback, or that it doesn't sound like a person that you know, but it's like somebody saying that they said something or something like that, a he said, she said kind of situation. Don't react because you don't have all the information, and the information you do have is not the truth, I feel. So keep that in mind. For some of you, this may be a business deal, a business partnership that is offered to you in February, or that's coming back around. And again, if this is something that's coming back around, you can go ahead with that in Mercury retrograde, because that's when those kinds of things are favored. Relationships that started before but are coming back. Deals that have started before but are now coming back. But make sure that you do have, you know, all, you know, the devil's in the details, especially with Mercury retrograde. So make sure, have someone look at it that you trust, a lawyer, your business advisor, whoever handles things like that, so that they can make sure everything in the legalese is the way and where it should be, so you don't regret signing that later. So all in all, Aries, you know, I think the month will start on a rather, you know, quiet, more introspective note. But that's going to gradually dissipate as you go along. I think by the end of the month you'll be getting back out and about, wheeling and dealing, and more back to yourself. And just looks like you need some time to reflect in February on things that happened in 2013 and where you want to go from here. And make sure that you're moving forward with things and situations that are positive for you, and not going back and revisiting things that have only caused you anguish or hurt or frustration. Because I mean, I think if you keep revisiting those things, that's all, you know, if you don't change the ingredients, you're not going to get a different result. So keep that in mind in February. I hope you have a fantastic Valentine's Day, Aries, and I will see you again next month.